You know, when I first started digging into the materials for today, I have to say, I thought we were about to do a history lesson.
It really feels like that at first, doesn't it?
It does, but this is happening right now. It's this massive, almost invisible battle for the soul of Islam across South Asia.
And it's not just theology. It's national security, it's social reform, like drug rehab. It's huge.
Exactly. And at the center of it, you have this group, the Sufi Islamic Board, or SIB.
Right. And they're trying to frame themselves as the pluralistic alternative to extremism. Their whole mission, really, is to vulnerability-proof Muslim youth.
And their strategy for doing that is, it's not what you'd expect. It starts with this deep, deep theological split they talk about.
Malayat versus Muavia.
Yes, I had to read that part a couple of times. It sounds so academic, but the way they frame it, it's basically a battle between, spiritual purity and raw political power.
That's the perfect way to put it. It's like the ultimate separation of church and state, but all happening inside the faith itself.
So what exactly is Malayat?
So Malayat is their core. It's all rooted in the spiritual line of Ali and the Prophet's family, the Ali Bayt.
Okay.
They lean on this famous hadith where the Prophet Muhammad says, I am the city of knowledge, and Ali is its gate.
So the idea is that real authority is internal. It's about self-purification, tazkiyah, not, having an army or a flag.
Exactly. You don't need a government to be a true Muslim, in their view. Which brings us to the other side of the coin.
The muavia ideology, and this seems to be their catch-all term for everything they're against.
It really is. They're basically taking a piece of history and weaponizing it. They argue the muavia mindset is what turned Islam from a spiritual journey into this empire-building project.
Dynastic, political.
Right. And here's the kicker. They draw a straight line from that historical mindset to modern groups.
Like ISIS and Al-Qaeda?
ISIS, Lashkar-e-Taiba, all of them.
Right.
They're saying these groups aren't a new threat. They're just the modern face of an old political corruption of the faith.
Wow, so you have this deep ideological divide. But the Sahib realized something, didn't they? They couldn't just win this by debating in shrines.
No, absolutely not. They realized that radical groups don't recruit with theology. Not really. They recruit by exploiting broken lives.
So they moved from the khanqahs, the hospices, out into the streets.
And that's their nation-first strategy, a total pivot. They're partnering with the Indian government now, things like the MY Farad initiative.
Trying to help build a developed India by 2047? I mean, that's bold.
It is. And look at their political arm, the Faratiya Muslim Party.
I saw that. They're pushing for the name Farad to get rid of colonial identities. They're fully embracing this nationalist branding. You just don't see that.
It's calculated. They're trying to prove that faith and national loyalty aren't enemies. That you can have both.
And their fight against extremism it's really direct. This campaign against the PFI, the Popular Front of India.
Oh, it's aggressive. They're handing out booklets, calling out terrorist schools, and actively trying to dismantle recruitment talking points.
Like the whole 72 hours promise.
Exactly. But the part that I think is most strategic is the social reform piece.
The Nasha Mukt campaign, the drug-free initiative.
Yes. Because at first you think, okay, that's good community service. But it's so much more than that. They believe addiction is the gateway.
It's the vulnerability that recruiters are looking for.
Precisely. A young person who's an addict is isolated. They're desperate. A recruiter comes in, offers them purpose, a cure even, but it's wrapped in poison.
And suddenly you have a new soldier.
So the SIB is trying to cut that supply line. They held a seminar at Sabarmati Jail in Ahmedabad.
Yeah, I saw that. They're going right into the prisons.
To the source. They're teaching inmates that spiritual discipline, that internal malayat anchor, builds resilience. The idea is if you can heal the addiction spiritually, you become immune to the extremist sales pitch.
It's not just social work, it's a national security strategy.
Completely. And if you zoom all the way out, what you're seeing is this kind of Sufi renaissance being used as a soft power tool.
They're trying to reclaim the lived experience of Islam, destabilize things, not just in India, but talking about trade with Pakistan and Bangladesh, too.
It is an incredibly ambitious plan to just take the microphone back from the political hardliners.
So I guess the final question you have to ask yourself is this. Can it work? I mean, can a spiritual movement, one that says it's apolitical, really dismantle these huge, well-funded political extremist networks for good?
It feels like David versus Goliath.
It does. But David, in this case, has a very clear, very modern strategy.